Hey guys, it's Peter, and I'm back! Of course I'm back! Why do you guys keep on asking me where I'm going? I'm not going anywhere. Vogue. I'm YouTube famous, okay? Come on now. Anyway, I asked on Instagram if you guys had any questions, and I would answer them, and I said just leave them in the comment section below under my beautiful picture of me like this. I really thought I'd get like one question. The question would be, when are you leaving YouTube? And I would say never, and then it would be a bunch of thumbs down, but I didn't. I got like 80 questions. But before we get to that, I just happened to be on my Snapchat in the other room, and this young lady, I think her name is Lainey, she left me a Snapchat, and she said, oh my God, if you read this, please screenshot and put it on your story. Well, I'm not gonna put it on my story, but I am gonna put it on a video. So here you are, Lainey. Anyway, so let's get right into these questions. The last time I did it, I like went in order, and so like I didn't get the last question, so I thought, let's just go to the very last question. I'll ask that first. Okay, love your videos. What kind of women do you admire, and who are your favorite famous women and why? This is actually a very interesting question and it could be kind of serious question. So my range of who I admire as a woman, and being raised by a single mother, my father was very involved in my life, but I was with my mom most of the time. Like I think that I have a respect and an admiration for women. Maybe that's being gay too, I don't know, but I think that's kind of a stereotype. So some of the women that I look up to, it's so interesting because it ranges from like supermodels, like back in the day, like the Naomi Campbells, the Linda Evangelistas, and it goes all the way over to like, Rainbow Rowell, the writer, to, first ladies that we've had, in the past, and, politicians, to just, single mothers that are working 3 jobs raising their kids. Those are to me, some of the women that I've worked with that I look up to and I admire and I respect. Because I can't imagine what that life must be like. I actually work with a lot of women that are going through treatments for breast cancer and other forms of cancer. And those women are so strong to me that I really look up to those women as well. So sometimes it doesn't have to be famous women for me. It's just everyday women that are going through everyday life, and they're struggling, and they're survivors, and they're strong. I gain so much from that to me, those are women that I really, really look up to. The next question is, let's see, by Anita252. First of all, I love your videos, and I think you are an amazing person. What inspired you to start with YouTube? I've always wanted to be on YouTube, you guys. I watched Chris Crocker back in the day do that, Leave Britney Alone video, and I was like, oh my God, I've got to get on this. And, I'm sorry, I'm losing my voice again. I have always really wanted to be on YouTube, and I started on my BookTube channel, and then it kind of just transpired into this, and now I have both channels. I love everything about it. I love making videos. I would literally put out 10 videos a day, but I think people are starting to get turned off by the amount of videos that I do. I just love sitting down and talking into a camera. I have a million ideas of things I want to talk about. And I think, it is what it is. So that's just what inspired me to get on YouTube. It was just that. It wasn't about seeking fame or money or anything. It was just about interacting with people. And the really weird thing is that I think a lot of people, they watch my videos and they think, well, he must have like 100 people in his life. I don't. I literally have like 1 or 2 very close friends and then my husband, and that's it. I don't have a lot of people in my life. So you guys are my people. And it's the coolest feeling in the entire world. I love it so much. Okay. Let's see. I'm opening my phone again. Next question is... let's see, I cannot pronounce your name, but she says, Dad is Bay, what is your favorite season and or holiday? My favorite season is fall, and my favorite holiday is Halloween, hands down. Love it, love it, love it. So spooky. Okay, everything's so spooky. Do you know what that's from? Let me know in the comment section below. Okay, she also said, try to pronounce my name in your video and it will make my day. Okay, Shamaraya Yama Moana now. How did I do? Okay, let's see. Next question. By all of these Shanana names. Do you like board games? If so, what is your favorite? I watch you every day. I absolutely love you, and I think you are the best YouTuber out there. Oh my God, thank you so much. I absolutely love board games, but I can never get anybody to play board games with me. My friend Tanya and I play board games, just the two of us. My favorite board game of all time is hands down Monopoly or Apples to Apples. But my friend Tanya and I always buy games, but then it's just the two of us. Oh, I love Trivial Pursuit too, or Catchphrase. But my friend Tanya and I, a couple years ago, we bought headbands. Did you guys ever see this headbands game? You put it on there as a card, and the other person has to guess it. Let me tell you how fun that is with 2 people sitting on your back patio. It gets real boring real quick. But we had so much fun. Okay, let's see. Next question. Let's see. Okay, somebody asked me, I can't pronounce any of these names. What book do you recommend for Halloween? Endless Night by Richard Lehman. Scariest book I've ever read in my entire life. Hands down, scariest book. Let's see. What are your thoughts? This is Queen T. Kayla. What are your thoughts on Shane's dog Uno? I think his dog is absolutely adorable. I mean, I can't wait to meet it, and I don't know how my dogs are going to do with his dog when we all move in together. So, I mean, it is what it is. What's your biggest guilty pleasure food? This changes so much for me, you guys, because, like, I mean, if you're talking about food, like dinner, I love Chinese. There's a restaurant in Indianapolis called Yats, and it's like Cajun food, like red beans and rice, and I always get their drunken chicken. It is so good, and they have this French bread. I don't know what they do. It's like the cheapest French bread in the entire world, but they put this butter. I love it. So if you're from Indianapolis, go eat at Yats. I love it so much. But then my guilty pleasure food is probably pizza, McDonald's. I eat McDonald's breakfast all the time. Potato chips. I love sour cream potato chips. And candy. I'm a huge candy fanatic. But that's all about to change this week when I go on a diet. Okay. So let's see. Next question. My husband and I just got married 4 weeks ago. Any marriage advice? Yes. Number one, biggest piece of marriage advice is divorce is not an option. Many things will happen in your marriage, and you just have to work through it. It's just, I mean, that's what marriage is. You guys are making a commitment together. You guys are planning to be together. My husband and I have been through some difficult shit in our marriage, okay? And people always want to come for you and give you a piece of advice or act like they know what's going on in your marriage. The thing is that you kind of always know what the gig is in your marriage, and you guys have to communicate and work it together. Never have conversations in the bedroom about your marriage. Okay. Next thing, how do you and your hubby spend a low-key Saturday night? We just sit at home and watch movies and typically order pizza or Chinese food. Last night, he went to a birthday party for a 2-year-old, and then he went out with some girlfriends of his downtown in Indianapolis, and I went to the casino, and that was my really fun night. So, yeah. Next question. Can we see some of your dance moves? We sure can. Walk like an Egyptian. People are always like, do you really dance? I'm like, yes, I really dance. I'm like such a dancer. If you guys see me at the music festival, and I'm going to Haunted Fest in Columbus Halloween weekend on that Friday night to go see Cascade and Marshmello. I mean, you guys listen, this one is a good dancer. I love to dance all day long. I'm kind of making fun of it on camera right now, but I love to dance. Okay, you guys ask me such serious questions. Peter, you're my favorite. If you get bigger on YouTube, do you think you'd ever go on tour or have a talk show? That would be so much fun. I mean, are you kidding me? Why would I ever say no to that? Of course I would go on tour all day long. I would love it. I would love it so much, okay? And I would love to have my own talk show. Let's see. Why aren't Daniel Prada's lips as famous as Kylie Jenner's? I mean, that's a good question. Probably what she does with them. Okay, any suggestions on how to deal with grief? It's such a tough question. You guys, these are some funny, ha-ha kind of questions. I did my hair today, did you notice? But, you know, I think it's hard. My mom passed away 8.5 years ago. And my mom was my best friend, and I know when people say that it sounds real trite, but she really was. I think what the thing about grief is that you really have to be willing to feel your feelings. I was numb for like 6 months, and I didn't even realize it. Never really worked through it. I asked somebody, people keep on telling me to move on, and I don't know what to do. And a friend of mine said, no, you never move on, you move through. And you'll carry those feelings and those emotions with you. And it was one of the best pieces of advice I've ever gotten. The other thing is, I allow myself just to cry. Like, I put on sad music, sad movies when I'm just having a mom day, and I allow myself just to feel it and feel those emotions, and typically I work through it, and I'm okay. It will pass with time. The hardest thing for me is that I kind of don't remember my mom's voice anymore. I could get real teary-eyed talking about this. I don't have any recordings of hers, and I don't have anything that she did where she's talking. So I don't really remember what my mom sounds like, and that's really hard for me. You can see I'm kind of getting a little choked up talking about it. I know you have mentioned substance abuse. How bad did that get for you, and how did you overcome that? And that is from Beauty by Becky. Good question. I'm actually going to do a video about it this week. I have to be very careful because being part of a 12-step program, there are certain things I can't talk about. But I want to talk about my addiction story and being a sober person. It got really, really bad. I started drinking at 12, and I got sober at 22. By the end, I was drinking a 1.5 fifths of Jack Daniels a day. I was smoking crack cocaine. I was smoking weed all day long. I was eating Vicodin and all kinds of pain pills, and just really not leaving bed. Nobody really knew what was going on besides one friend, and she was very terrified for me, and actually came to me and said that she was going to go to my dad and say something to him if I didn't get my shit together. So it got very, very ugly, and it got very, very ugly quickly, especially when I started using cocaine. I kind of got forced into treatment. I didn't really choose to go into treatment the last time. It was like my 5th treatment. I've had a lot of legal consequences. I mean, my story is lengthy, you guys. It's a very long story. I could do 10 parts to it. And I went into treatment, and something just happened to me while I was in there that last time, and I just realized the party's over and you don't even realize it. I mean, this is your life. And so I kind of pulled my shit together. It was not easy. I did not come out of treatment and be like, I'm here. I had really no desire to go to 12-step meetings or stay sober. I just kind of was putting one foot in front of the other. And good things started to happen to me, and that's why I'm here today, and that's why you guys are watching me. And I have to be honest with you, if it wasn't for my sobriety, and if it wasn't for me kicking my ass through drugs and alcohol, which I do not regret one thing I've ever done in my entire life, because if I hadn't used all those substances, I wouldn't be here today. But I have such an amazing and wonderful life today because I went through all of that and because I got sober. I think drugs and alcohol mute our existence. They make me very, very sad. Even people that aren't addicts and alcoholics, even people that just use it on a daily basis or a somewhat daily basis to have fun or whatever, it's like, what's the point? I mean, if you can, go out once a month with your girlfriends and get drunk, and that's okay, but I don't understand why I need to do it on a daily basis. So that's just my 2 cents. 5 people, dead or alive, you would like to meet and why? Oh God, that's hard right now. I mean, let me just say, YouTubers-wise, I would say Trisha Paytas, Shane Dawson, Charles Gross, which we are going to meet very soon, Joey Graceffa, and Jenna Marbles. Oh, and Gigi Gorgeous. That would be 6. 5 people dead or alive that I would really like to meet. I really want to meet Oprah. I know a lot of people don't like her, but she's very wise to me. Dead or alive Maya Angelou, I would have really liked to have met. Marilyn Monroe, I would have liked to have met. I would have liked to have gotten some answers from her about a few things to do with the Kennedy clan. Let's see who else. Dead or alive. I would have liked to have met my grandfather that died when my mom was 4. I'd like to ask him some family history questions and just get to know the man because he's a huge part of who I am as a person and I never knew him. And number 5 people dead or alive. I mean, Matthew McConaughey. I mean, he is, or Daniel Craig. They are so sexy down, aren't they? Oh my God. I'd probably leave my husband for one of them. Okay. Why are you so wonderful, says MCVO. I don't know. I just can't help it so much. What's your favorite movie? My favorite movie of all time is To Kill a Mockingbird. I talk about this all the time, you guys, on my other channel. I love the movie and the book so much. It just is, I love it so much. I love it so much. I also love My Dog Skip, and I also love a movie called Into the Night with Jeff Goldblum and Michelle Pfeiffer. That's kind of my go-to, just feeling good movie. Okay. This is by DJ Fat Bitch. Love that name. Daddy, when are you going to fly to New York and film a day out shopping, lunch, and spilling the tea all over the sidewalk with the Miss C. Gross? As he's clearly not flying out of New York anytime soon. P.S. You are so fucking famous. Woof, Daddy. Well, thank you. Since Tyler Oakley won't say woof, Daddy to me, somebody did, and I appreciate it, DJ Fat Bitch. Anyway, Fat Bitch. I love that. But anyway, I don't know. My husband and I are looking at some dates to fly out to New York. Charles and I have actually been talking a lot about it. Charles and I have a little lowdown project that could be kind of a big deal that we've been talking about, and that's all I'm going to say. Charles and I are better friends than you guys know, so let me just put it that way. It's the power of the internet and YouTube. It's been very, very cool. I love the man. If you could tame any animal and keep it as a pet, what would it be? Oh my God, I want a pot-bellied pig so bad, and I'm going to name it Babe. Okay, like that movie. I love it. Will you vlog, and will you ever consider going on a tour? Because I would buy tickets in a heartbeat. And thanks for replying to my Snapchat. I love you, Dad. And that is by, I don't know how to pronounce your name. Yes, I picked the camera out that I'm going to buy. Charles recommended it to me, so I'm just waiting to go get it. And I'm going to start vlogging this week sometime. And I do plan to go on tour when I'm big and famous. I'm just not there yet. You guys need to tell all of your friends and family to follow me, because the more friends and family that you tell to follow me, and you need to share my funniest video that you think is my funniest video on YouTube and Twitter and Tumblr and make memes of me, and then I'll just get bigger and bigger and bigger. You guys are the ones that have the power. If you want me to go on tour, make it happen. Relevant. That's what I want to be. Okay, let's see. Do you and your husband have any special traditions? Yeah, love you, dog. We don't put up a Christmas tree. It makes me so sad. But no, we have a lot of really special traditions that we do. Like staying in and sleeping. Okay, so every Sunday, we sleep in until about 1, and then we go to a place called Cafe Pas de Choux in Indianapolis. Oh my God, finest brunch you've ever had in your entire life. And we go there about 2 o'clock and we eat brunch. So if you want to run into me, come to Cafe Pas de Choux at the Fashion Mall at about 2 o'clock on a Sunday and you'll see me. We did not go today because I'm sick. And I always get either an omelet or chicken salad sandwich. He always gets a Caesar salad, always. Are you feeling better? I'm feeling a little bit better. Let's see. Can you do Juju on that beat? I don't even know what that, Juju on that, I don't know. Ow, 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 ow. You guys, I was listening to Janet Jackson's a song when she did with little MC Light. Yo, Janet, I'm about to get this. You want this, but do you really think that you can get this at first? You missed this. Now you want to kiss this. Tell them, girls. Too late, you missed this. Do you guys remember that song? Oh my God, I love that song so much. Okay, I've got one more thing. Daddy's Bay, what is your most embarrassing that has ever happened to you? The most embarrassing thing that ever happened to me, and this is going to be so embarrassing. Two things, and they were when I was a kid. Number one was that I was in a classroom, and I put my arms up really, really high to yawn, and I belched really, really loud, and everybody laughed at me, and I was made fun of for like 6 months. The other thing was, it was my birthday party when I was like in 5th grade, and I had all of these kids there, and I was real excited because I've been bullied a lot, and so a lot of these kids came, and I was trying to be real impressionable to them, and I had on one of those running suits that has the pants with elastic, and I was like, my mom stood up to like hand me a present, and I was like, had 20 people around me, and I stood up, and somebody pulled my pants down, underwear and all. Most embarrassing moment to this day. So, anyway, you guys, I hope you like that video. I will do more question and answers if you want them, and yeah, and I think I'm gonna call this video Getting De-Pantsed. What is that? Ha, I'm chubby. Love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.